in between kind of New York and Atlantic City. So pretty centrally located we are. So.
How influential was your grandma? You keep mentioning her. How was she very influential?
Oh my gosh, she worked her butt off. She was, I guess you want to say an artist herself. So she did a lot of crafting. Me and my sister, my cousin traveled with her all the time to craft shows. And, so we seen that part growing up. She used to own a store in Princeton, and we used to be there as kids running around and helping her. And, I have so many memories, of just being there. And so I really think that she also inspired me, I guess. I don't know, like she had to have influenced me in some way, because it's interesting that my sister, who is in South Carolina, she's also a business owner. She owns her own salon. And then my cousin, she also owns her own eyebrow ink company, and that's in Indiana. And so the three of us are like entrepreneurs, and it's amazing. So truly following in her lead, I think. And she worked really hard to put my uncle through college. So that was her main goal, was getting him through college. And of course, I mean, I would love to be the sole provider of for my family. I mean, that would be amazing, so we'll see, see what happens.
So that's where you got your entrepreneurial type of mindset?
I guess so, because that was most of my life. Like I always looked up to her, and we all have differences sometimes, so that's a given. But she's my best friend. So given everything, we've been through a lot. We had a business together years ago, long time ago. But it's there. The connection's there, I believe, definitely. So, I mean, I don't know. My family's not really like my mom. She's not, she's doing her own thing. And my dad, he, is a union worker. So I don't know if I got it from them. So.
Well, no, that's pretty cool that, grandma had a big part of being, part of you being successful now, and, watching her.
And she's here, like, she helps me. I love it, because if I need a little help, packaging stuff or doing whatever, she'll come and she'll help me. So she's like, I'll be there. She'll come to the store, and sometimes will just hang out with me, and have some coffee, and, we just talk. And so still a lot of good memories being made, for sure. So
what high school did you go
to? Central Regional High School. I mean, it's interesting school, interesting. The years were very interesting. So I mean, I don't know. I can't say that I, absolutely loved where I went to high school. But, for the most part, I've learned a lot. Let's put it that way. Met a lot of new people, and went through a lot of challenges growing up. And so it's taught me a lot of life lessons, that's for sure. So I think also along the way, my journey, I just have learned a lot from just myself and others, and how others inspire me, which I love. I love to learn. I love to just observe what other people are doing, and I'm happy. I just want to see people successful. All people should be successful. I just, I pray for that, and a lot of people that you go to school with, it's so different when you're older, and then you see all the people you went to high school with, and you just want everybody to just be good and happy and healthy, and so just pray for that. So
It's so true. Going back, I can just relate to that so much because going back, to high school reunions, it's so different when you're back many years later meeting those people. And I feel like all of the different I don't know, probably where you guys live, you say cliques, but here where I am,
Like
we would say cliques, but
yeah.
the cliques all fall away, right? And people begin to relate to each other more on a human level, and everyone has life experiences that kind of level things out. I found it so fun to meet people further on, and way more fun than knowing them in high school, to tell you the truth.
It's interesting because people that you drift apart for so long, and then as you grow into your person, because when you're in high school you're still trying to find out who you are and what you want to do in life and where you want to go. Like, I never thought I'd be where I am today. And it's interesting because people that I knew in high school, I'm slowly are starting to come around, and you kind of like, you relate to them in a different way, definitely. And they're beautiful people, there are, and it's hard because maybe you really didn't talk to them that much, when you were in high school, because I really wasn't, I wasn't that popular, I guess. You have those popular cliques, like you said, and where do you fit? You try to fit in, and I just kind of did my thing, and now, it's nice to talk to people that I really didn't really mingle in with, and to see them doing really good in life, and it makes me happy. That makes me very happy. So it's a good feeling. So,
well, you mentioned, I'm so curious, Jessica, you mentioned, and for anybody who joined us later, this is Jessica DeMaria, our guest today, who we're so happy to have with us, entrepreneur, designer, and artist. We'll be hearing more about her business. She's in Manahawkin, New Jersey. But you mentioned that you've learned lessons that life has taught you. And I'd be really curious if you are willing to share some of those lessons with our viewers.
Well, lots of lessons. I've learned that we can make friends anywhere in life, because my mom, was a single mom, and she had 4 girls, and we kind of, bounced around a lot. I spent a lot of time with my dad, and he lived in Seaside Park. So that's close to Seaside Heights, Jersey Shore crew, that show Jersey Shore. So Seaside Park is right there next town over. So I made friends everywhere, and I met people, like all kinds of people. And there are some that I still know and still keep in contact with, which is really nice. And just different things, like having to move and having to adjust. Like, that was something I had to learn to do, and I had to learn to do it pretty quickly growing up. Because, when you go to a new school, you got to make new friends, and, it's scary because you just don't know anyone. So when you're, bouncing around here and there, you just kind of learn to adapt. And, I look back now and I say to myself, like, I'm a believer of God. I believe in God. I love God. And, 5 years ago, I went on that spiritual journey. But before that, I didn't really have God I knew of him, but I didn't have him in my heart. I guess I wasn't really there at that point in my life. But when I look back now and I say, wow, like, some of the things, like, how did I get through them? But I know that it was him that had me by the hand the whole entire time and strengthened me along the way. That was huge for me, was just taking situations and things that, we had to go through as kids, and just dealing with certain things. We had to, learn to get strong from that and strengthen ourselves and just keep going. And I think that's where a lot of my strength comes from, is just I have that personality where I never give up. So I'm like, I just keep going and, you know, keep looking forward. I mean, and, you know, just taking everything in life that happens